Good evening, everybody. It's Tammy from FightForYouCoaching.com. And today I'm going to talk about a nurse's schedule, what it really means. And before I get started on that, I just want to let you guys know I'm not doing this to whine or to get sympathy for nurses. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an outlook of what it's like in the day or in a day of a life of a nurse. I have a lot of friends that say, oh my gosh, I would love to work three 12-hour shifts. And here is the funny thing. Though we usually only work three 12-hour shifts a week, I really wish that it was just 12 hours a day. On the average, a nurse, when they work a 12-hour day, will work anywhere from 14 to 16 hours a day. And like I said again, we knew when we got into this it was going to take a lot of hard work, and I love being a nurse, but we really do work a lot of our average days are 14 to 16 hours. So kind of let me give you a rundown. Our shift starts at 7 a.m. So for me, if I go into work at 7 a.m. on a normal day, I work from 7 a to 7 p technically. My day starts at 4 a.m. because I get up every morning and do my workouts. There's no that's my no-go. That's what I do no matter what. So I'm up at 4 a.m. to do my workout. I shower. I eat. I get my lunch ready to go. I'm out the door by 6:20. I'm at work by 6:30. Fortunately, I live about 5 minutes from the hospital. Not even that. I'm like 4 blocks from the hospital. So a nurse that lives an hour to an hour and a half away, which is really normal, will have to get up even an hour earlier in that case. I get to work at 6:30. I receive report. We're on the floor most generally by 7:15 doing rounds with the nurses that are going off. We get a chance to check out our patients, review the charts, look at the medication list to making sure everything is okay, maybe sit down for just a few seconds doing that. Then doctor show, you do doctor rounds and everything that comes around with that. And if you work in a small hospital like I do, and most of the nurses in the surrounding communities of us, we're not only just floor nurses, we're also ER nurses, we're also OB nurses, and we also help with the surgicals that are on our floor. So in the process of taking care of our regular patients, we are also taking care of all the other patients or things that are coming into the hospital as well. And again, I love the chaos that comes with all of this because I love being a nurse, and all nurses love the chaos that goes along with it. But our days get really busy. You finally get to sit down, you maybe get to grab a bite to eat. And let me tell you, we enjoy when we get to go pee and get to take that few seconds break in the bathroom and take a little bit of deep breaths and recollect ourselves. Then we're back up and going at it again. By the time we sit down and we look up at the clock, some days it's 6:30 and we're like, yes, a half hour. And we get to go home and enjoy our families. And the reality is, most times we have 2 to 3 hours worth of charting to do. So, again, most days are anywhere from 14 to 16 hours days for us. If we're lucky, we have some days that we're actually out of there on time and we get there on time and things go smoothly. But days for us are really long and can be really tiring. Let's not overlook your nurses that work holidays and weekends. And it's not just nursing either. It's all people in the medical field. And trust me, I know when we became nurses or lab techs or x-ray techs or doctors, we all knew that part of our jobs was working weekends and holidays. But I just don't think that some of our families remembered that. And again, remember, we love it and we knew that we had to do it. But sometimes I think it's good to let people know what we do and how hard we work sometimes. Um, so that's kind of an in look of to what a day is in the life of a nursing, and that's just working in a hospital. When I was a flight nurse, I worked 24-hour shifts or 48-hour shifts. We'd come on shift at 9 o'clock in the morning and not get off until 9 o'clock the next day. And on the flight company that I worked for, we were required to stay at base. We couldn't leave for those 24 to 48 hours, and we were on call that whole time. So if what we called the bat phone went off, then we were lifted in the air and ready to fly at that time too. So it's kind of different in every different situation that you guys work at or where you work at, whether it's the clinic or whether it's, a hospital or a flight nurse or everything, the time and the commitment that nurses give away from their families and for their patients. So I do have one request as I wrap this up for you guys this evening is the next time you see a nurse or a nurse's family, Just say thanks. Hey, we appreciate what you do. Stop them. Tell them that. Because I promise you that if they're having a bad day, if you just tell them how much you appreciate them, you've just made their day 100% better. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I can't wait to visit with you tomorrow. Goodbye.